What's guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the 7th episode of Super Cub. This one's titled The Girl of Summer Sky Aqua. I think this might be how we introduce our next character, because we do have 3 main characters in this show, or at least 3 majorly portrayed characters, and we haven't got to her yet, but I think this might be it, since we're talking about The Girl of Summer Sky Aqua. I wouldn't necessarily describe either of these other 2 as that, so I guess we'll see where we end up going with it. But last time out, Koguma has gotten her license, which means her license plate is now yellow, which is an interesting distinction I was not aware of. I didn't know the different color of license plates would denote different licenses in that sense. It's kind of clever that it does. Easier for, at first glance, for police officer to tell if someone's speeding, I guess, when it comes to these types of bikes. But we've rebored the engine, so we're now 52cc as opposed to 42cc, 49cc, sorry, 49 to 52, which means we're now a Type 2 motorbike that we can now drive from our license, and that we can now go above 30 kilometers an hour, which is great. Means we can go a little bit faster, so our journey won't take quite as long. Feel the rush of going a bit faster as well, which is kind of nice. But the main part of the episode was a class trip. We're going to Kamakura. No idea. I'm not familiar with Japanese geography at all. But right on the morning that we're meant to be heading out, we get a fever, so we're like, we can't go on the school trip, which kind of sucks in its own way. Normally, well, I wouldn't have minded that at all. Like, I'm not one for school trips, especially on coaches. I don't travel well at the best of times. Like, it's weird because it's very situational how well I travel. Some days, like, if I was to catch the train to London, which from my home is about hour and 10 minutes, perfectly fine. I don't care about traveling to London on a train. Easy. But if I was to drive from here to my old home, which is about a 20-minute drive, that could be problematic for me. Heck, even a 5-minute drive can be problematic for me when it comes to travel. And coach journeys, all through my school life, all through my entire life, for every time I've been on a coach, not a public bus, a coach. There is a difference. Never not thrown up on a coach. Buses, I've been fine most of my life. I caught a bus to school for like 5 years of my life. Not a problem. I would catch a bus whenever I was going anywhere, like if we were going out down to the coast or in the cities. Like, it was always bus, and I never really had problems. There were occasional times when I was feeling a bit iffy the day before, if I've not been eating properly, then yes. But coaches, nah, I can't do coaches, so I wouldn't have minded having a fever on that day. I would have found some other excuse to not be on that trip in the first place. I'd be like, let me just come to school and study. I'd much rather just read from a book and study, or even do a mock test, anything to avoid going on a coach. Because it's never worth it once you've been sick. Like, I'm not one of those people that can just throw up and feel like, I'm great, good, it's done. I'm like, I throw up and I'm just like, I just want to sleep. So, but the fever for Koguma actually dies down almost immediately, which kind of sucks. He's like, well, I could have gone, but if you had gone, who knows if the fever would have gone down. So she did the right thing, but decided to, well, she's got a cub, so why not meet them up there, you know? Which gets her reprimanded, as it should, because she's off on her own during school time when technically the teachers are meant to be responsible for her. Technically. Right? I think legally they're still responsible, even if she says she's homesick. If she then goes out on her own, I guess it's still the teacher's responsibility in that way. Especially now that she's here. I don't like them using the argument, what if you got hit? Because that's a you problem, not a her problem necessarily. It's just as likely your coach could have crashed, so I don't necessarily agree with using that argument, but I get what they're saying. They're legally responsible, you should be more careful, yada yada. And whilst Reiko helps out as well by being there with her, but they say, you can't ride your cub anymore, not while you're on the trip. Which means the next day, as soon as they get some free time, they obviously take the cub, which is as expected. And we learn that Reiko's postal cub is done, too damaged to warrant the repairs now, and so she's going to be investing into a hunter cub, which is a much more It's much more off-road based Cub, as far as I'm aware. Like, it's actually built more for off-roading than what a Postal Cub was designed for. She heavily modified hers to fit the duty. Hunt Cub is more along the lines of what she would want in the first place. And whilst it is discontinued, she can get parts like very easily, and that also goes for Koguma Super Cub because there are so many out there. There are so many parts available. You could keep it going forever, and that's a good thing because I think she really loves that Cub, and she would be very sad to see it go one day. But yeah, this episode, maybe we're meeting the third girl. That's where I think we're going. Maybe we're just going to do another story. I don't know, but be interesting to see. So, loading up the episode up here. As per usual, these are time-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture and pitch, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture and pitch reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as Sympho Gear G, which will be coming up straight up after this. So look forward to that. We also have movie reactions with Kiki's Delivery Service coming out this Saturday, the 22nd. So look forward to that one as well. It'll be following straight up after Spider. But here on YouTube, we do time-based, so bottom left of the screen you'll see a time for the episode. I count down 3 to 1 play. And play start your episode, I start your episode, and we should be in sync. We are watching this one on Funimation as per usual, since they're the ones who licensed it. We have the Kadokawa logo and then the Funimation logo to start, so about 10 seconds logos give or take. I'll call them out as they go past, but you can also use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Kadokawa? Funimation. Cheers. Here we go. Another average day. Okay. It's back to the rhythm of the day-to-day. Yeah, Ryan with the skirts, not great. Does she normally have like some like gym trousers that she puts over there? I guess she's never really thought to do that. I'm fairly certain she has done that. But now that it's winter, I guess she's thinking about it more. Reiko? CT-110. No, gloves damaged. It's probably the worst bit of bike riding is when it gets to Interesting how Koguma's more sociable now. At least with Reiko. Festival or something coming up? Hmm. I guess it's a festival. We didn't get that translated. Comes autumn. Opie time. So yeah, if anyone knows what that sign specifically said, I'm going to assume it's like the school's cultural festival, something along those lines. Was that the girl that was talking at the beginning of this episode? The one that was bringing stuff from the home economics class? I feel like that might have been her. Hair reminds me. I'm not sure if it's the same color though. Also seems a lot taller in that shot, so maybe not. Alright. Here we go. Second year classroom. No. No, that's definitely her. Ah, okay. There's the Culture Festival. A bar? Interesting. Ah. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, watch out for the black ice, especially. Still don't know why it's... I guess I know why it's called black ice because it blends in with with the the road, so you can't see it, so it takes on the same color as the road. But still, it's kind of a dumb name for it. It's not actually. It's colorless. It's ice. Okay. Okay. Are we gonna stay? Hmm. So we'll help out, but not today. Go get some new gloves. Mm-hmm. Winter prep. We're not here to browse. We're here for a purpose. Really? Just done with it already. Call your mouth. Big ring starts. Looks like we have a mission. Oh, that's a challenge. A cub can do anything. I feel called out. Well, it depends on the size of the machine, obviously, but. Hmm. Hmm. Because a cub can do anything. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay. Interesting piece of equipment. Yeah, we don't have that much power. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Double the CC already. Sorry. It's gonna look bad, but it needs to happen. That color change again. Show's so subtle about it. I love it. Rather odd sight, but still. Mhm. Okay. Republic of Texas flag. Why do they have that? No idea. Already got a backup plan in mind. Mm-hmm. Oh, again? Unfortunately, not possible now. Cups are amazing. Right. Part of the adventure, right? Let's see in action. Carl High School Cultural Festival. Okay, you don't need to tell me what it says anymore. They eventually gave me a subtitle. Haunted Mansion, classic. Of course, they're putting on performance. All the staples of a cultural festival. Italian bar. Oh, paninis. Oh, I haven't had paninis in so long. Ah, god damn it. Why does anime always remind me of how good food and drinks are? I swear. God, I want a panini now so badly. Oh, nice. Hmm. I mean, yeah. Hmm. Understandable. Hmm. 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 Like he's a living creature almost. I mean, you develop that sort of bond, right? Uh, hmm. Hmm. That's how they wrap into the title. Very nice, very nice. And ED time. Oh, I love this show so much. I love it so much. God damn them for reminding me that Pinganese exists, though. It's been so long. Hmm. Hmm. She's place. Okay. All right. She's place, huh? I guess we'll. Yeah, I guess we'll learn a bit more about her going forward. God, that was a good episode. Another fantastic episode. I mean, this show's so relaxed. I like. It's still an advert for a bike, but it's like the best. This is the best way to have an advert. Like, I think I think that one of the things that companies kind of miss out on is like trying to make adverts that are like more personable and more relatable and like likable is very, very difficult if you come at it from a corporate angle. It's just impossible. But you personify it with like not real people in this instance, but a very relatable feeling, because a lot of the parts of the show are so relatable, even to someone who doesn't ride a bike. We all have an analogy that we can attribute to this show to something in our lives, whether we ride ourselves, whether we drive, whether we have a particular hobby or anything. Like, I can even make an analogy to my computer, as I have done in the past. And I can make analogies to me wanting to buy a Cub based on this. If it wasn't for that fact that England's country roads are pretty terrible, I would probably think about getting a Cub. Also, unfortunately, the used market on Cubs isn't really existent around here. I'd have to go quite far afield. In fact, I don't even know if I can in the country find a used Cub for a decent price. Like, used cars are very, very findable. Like, I could buy a decent car for 500 quid right now if I wanted to. Finding a used Cub is near impossible for below $3,000. So at that point, you might as well just buy a brand new one, really. Because I think in the UK they retail at like 3,200. Between $3,000 and $4,000 anyway, I think, is the retail price on what a Cub would go for if I was to buy one from the dealer. But yeah, the roads here just aren't really built for it. It's also a bit too hilly. I would be a bit concerned about the power going uphill, because we have some really steep hills around here. So I don't know how it would handle that. And really bad roads, like really bad roads. Like I get the feeling the suspension would just collapse after like a month or two. It feels like it sometimes. Yeah, good episode. Screw them for reminding me about paninis. That's still the main takeaway from the show, because yeah. Thank God they didn't show the paninis to make me envy them even more, but god damn them for reminding me they exist, because like I said, it's been years. But very chill episode. Nice new introduction to our character. I like her a lot. Very energetic and friendly, but also clumsy, which is I think that's a very common trait to have as part of your character. But very likable and very enjoyable episode. I'm excited to spend more time with her as we see her in the group. She's the one that doesn't ride. She has a bicycle, but doesn't have anything beyond that. I don't know if she will get a Cub by the end of the show, but maybe another model of Cub. I don't know how many other models of Cubs they necessarily have to show off, but maybe she'll eventually get one of those. I don't know, but for now, bicycle, which is still gets them in their social circle, though, which is nice. So anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 line. Find it on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.